I'd like to speak with this little guy in the audience. Sir, what's your name?
James.
Really, then, James, how old are you?
7.
Okay, was it your birthday today? Did you just turn 7?
Yesterday was my birthday.
Oh my god, well, are you okay hearing this story? You probably know him. His name is Tyler Tylenol, the son of the founders of Tylenol. When his mom was pregnant with him, she would eat Tylenol for every meal. When he was a baby, she would bottle feed him Tylenol, nothing but Tylenol. And when he was having trouble sleeping, his mom would give him Tylenol PM. Lunch at school, Tylenol would bring a lunchbox full of Tylenol, nothing but Tylenol. He was socially awkward, but I was friends with him. He was super smart and he'd help me with my homework. And for some reason, I'm not trying to talk smack about Tylenol, or TT for short, he would just run out of the classroom screaming when the fire alarm would go off. I guess he was just really scared of dying in a fire. But during a tornado, he would go into the safe room and meditate. I guess he wasn't that afraid of dying in a tornado. However, though, I was actually on the wrestling team with Tylenol, and he was very strong. He fought our school rival's best player, Andy Advil, the son of the founders of Advil, who had his signature move, the fever reducer. But Tyler won with his extra strong pain reliever move from all the Tylenol he'd been consuming. But also, I think this may be just worth mentioning for little James here. Tyler actually won by spelling our winning word of the spelling bee, acetaminophen, which is actually a very bad disease, it's a drug. Yeah, I know a lot of 7-year-olds who actually smoke, and I want them to quit smoking. God knows why. And I have another story about drugs that I'd like to share. One time, I was a cop, and I went to this woman's window. They were stopped at a stop sign for an hour and a half, or something like that. And I knocked on their window, and I said, "Excuse me, I haven't been smoking any pot today." They go "No." And I'm like, "Well, you've been stopped here for the past hour and a half. Can you tell me where that is?" And this other guy in the back seat goes, "We're waiting for the stoplight to turn green." And I'm like, "How high are you?" And the woman's like, "Hi, how are you?" And I'm like, "No, I said, how high are you?" And that other guy was like, "Hi, how are you?" And I was like, "Get the fuck out of the car." And they were like, "What?" And I'm like, "No, you're being a smartass to a police officer. You're going to fucking jail, lady." And the lady's just like she was high and drunk. How do you get high and drunk? And she opens her car door, and I pull her out of the car, and I'm like, "Get on the ground." And I'm aiming my pistol at her like this, and then she lays down on the floor, and her accomplice guy lays down on the floor. And I put both of them in handcuffs, and I put them in my patrol car, and then I take them to jail. And they are still in jail to this very day. Well, actually, they were in the jail for 2 years until someone had bailed their asses out. So, yep, never do drugs. Yeah, that's what I could say to you. Don't do drugs.